Welcome back to One Life Radio. This is Bernadette. I'm here with Autumn Connolly, Aviana Barrientos, and Lexi Brinkley. I want to let everyone know that you can go to our website, oneliferadio.com, to download and listen to our podcast or subscribe to our newsletter. We've got a lot of great stuff in it this time. I know we've been talking about it for weeks, so it's going to be packed full of information. Check it out. Go to oneliferadio.com. You can also go to iHeartMedia.com to listen live or to download your free iHeartRadio app and listen to us from anywhere in the world. A big shout out to our sponsors because they are such great companies that bring this programming to you. Great companies like Sun Warrior. You can get it at Vitamin Shop or put it in your smoothie at Smoothie King. Sun Warrior is a premium all-natural raw superfood company dedicated to providing the best vegan plant-based protein powders and supplements. Go to sunwarrior.com to learn more about all of their products. And of course, Squatty Potty. Go to squattypotty.com/onelife to get 15% off any of your purchases. I think through the end of December. Humans are designed to squat when they poop, not to sit on the modern toilet. So check it out at squattypotty.com. And, of course, the H-Hemp Company, made only with premium hemp cannabinoid genetics, tested by third parties to ensure no pesticides, solvents, or other contaminants. It's non-GMO and contains all natural ingredients. To create their MCT tinctures, they start with sustainably farmed hemp grown in the United States without pesticides. And next, the hemp cannabinoid oil is extracted and mixed with non-GMO brain-boosting MCT oil. Check them out, as I said, at the hempcompany.com. Paleo Magazine, visit them at paleomagonline.com to download the digital version or find a store near you and pick up a copy. And the Wellbeing Journal is heralding the integration of medicine with physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual aspects of health. The Wellbeing Journal is now available in both print and digital version. Order online at thewellbeingjournal.com. That was a mouthful. But, they make the rocket go up, and I'm so appreciative. I have so much gratitude for our fine sponsors. I really do, and they've been with us for a very long time. And so check them out. Support them, and they'll continue to support us. That's how it all works. But always great to have you in studio. Autumn Connolly is a self-taught vegan cook. She is a mom of two, a researcher of all natural remedies, an animal lover. She teaches free meditation and yoga classes and has written a children's book, and she is the inventor of Ether Elixir, and I love having her on the show. Today we are talking about the benefits of fermented foods. So, somebody asked me this last weekend about fermented foods, specifically about apple cider vinegar. So what do you say to that person that said, what are the benefits of apple cider vinegar? Because that's a fermented food, right?
It is, yeah. The main benefit of apple cider vinegar is that it's, acidic, so what it's doing is it's essentially going to, when you consume it, the way that it's made, it's going to actually tip the scales in your body and turn itself into, change the contents of your stomach into an alkaline situation.
Okay.
So
you hear it like some people get crazy.
The benefits of apple cider vinegar are not what the internet makes it
Everyone's
out.
like, weight loss,
Okay.
lose
That's why I
50
brought it
pounds
up.
now.
Right,
No.
right.
Drink this every day and you'll shed the weight.
For sure not.
Or shut down like a gallbladder and stuff like that.
No, it's actually one of my biggest jokes. I'm always like, someone asks me what to do, and I'm like, just drink a shot of apple cider vinegar. It's like,
It'll fix everything.
It's kind of silly.
Hello.
So it does fix things for some people for sure, and it certainly has its uses, but its uses are not quite as magnanimous as like as the internet.
Well, my dad, I was telling Francisca, a new friend of mine, this morning about my dad. Growing up, we had pasta every night, and we had a tossed salad every night, and we had meat once a week on the weekends, and we basically ate Italian bread and butter, pasta and sauce and salad, almost every single night, because we had a lot of kids, and it was cheap and it was easy and everybody loved it. But my dad believed in the apple cider vinegar too, and it was part of what we had to have the apple cider vinegar with our iceberg lettuce, which of course we know now has very little nutrition, but it does have fiber, and so it was all good.
Well, and I'm not saying it's bad for you. It certainly is good for you. It's funny that we're even having this conversation because just last night my son asked me, he was like, "Mom, which is better, white vinegar or apple cider vinegar?"
Well, there you go.
And I was like, like, well, let me tell you.
What did you tell him?
Well, I told him that, for cleaning, which is what he was asking about, I was using some white vinegar for cleaning.
I use white vinegar to clean up cat pee and stuff
exactly.
on carpet.
I was actually using it to clean up cat pee also. So
really?
We're living in a
What's
parallel
up with these
universe.
cats? My cats are losing their minds these last couple
of
weeks.
It was cold and rainy, and my one he's an indoor. He can go outdoors, but he chooses to be indoors. But so vinegar. White vinegar, fine for cleaning. If you're going to consume vinegar, like on your iceberg salad, then apple cider vinegar is better.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got, the little murky stuff at the bottom of the jar. That's the mother. It's similar to kombucha. The difference with apple cider vinegar is, it's shelf stable. It sits on a shelf. It's not really alive anymore. So you're not getting the benefits. The probiotics that are in it, they've already consumed the sugar. It's no longer sweet. So you're just getting benefits of the dead microorganism, which there are some. They often act as a food source for beneficial bacteria within your human body. But there's not really any contained inside apple cider vinegar anymore.
Well, and I have to put this out there because I always worry about people buying the wrong thing. And, iceberg lettuce and cucumbers that have high water content in them, you really need to get organic because
for sure.
There's a ton of pesticides that are residual in vegetables like that.
Yeah, well, and it's the same with the vinegar. So what you've got, with vinegar, you really want to get the organic kind. The kind that you see that has all the creepy stuff in the bottom, the sediment that's a little bit cloudy versus...
Like the Bragg's apple cider, which, they basically own the market, don't they?
They do. There's been a few other brands that have come out. You've got in larger quantities that I've started buying recently. But, I always...
Patricia Bragg, she's been on the show a couple of times. She's
great.
A hoot.
Yeah,
she's a hoot.
Looks like she'd be.
Oh my gosh, she's a firecracker. Okay,
I wonder how she's doing.
Well, she kind of had to blaze the trails.
My God, bit. I mean, her stories are out of this. She grew up in Beverly Hills, so she's got some crazy stories.
Yeah,
crazy stories. She knows everyone. But so let's talk about benefits of fermented food. Why are so many people believe that fermented foods, or why are they actually so beneficial?
They're mainly beneficial because what they're doing is they're introducing a lot of live microorganisms into your body. Not necessarily probiotics, not necessarily ones that the human microbiome needs in order to be able to flourish or function or to reverse chronic disease. But what it's doing is introducing activity. It's introducing something that enables you to get more nutrients out of the food that you consume. It's introducing something that allows lots and lots of digestive enzymes. It allows all kinds of different fibers to be broken down in your body to not work so hard to digest the food that it consumes and get the most quality nutrition from the food.
Well, and so that is why every culture, if you think about it, has their version of a fermented food that accompanies their dinner at the table.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I was just explaining this to a friend. I made kimchi over the weekend. I like to make some over the winter, usually just for quick meals. And he was asking me, what do you put in? Why do you have to put in any sort of starter? I thought you're just using the cabbage. And I'm like, yeah, you can just use the cabbage, but I'm wanting it to have the fermented food benefits, and I'm wanting to have true probiotic benefits, which are specific microorganisms. So
nice.
It's a fun thing to play around with.
Well, we didn't get to all of it, so we'll talk a little bit more about it next week.
Again.
I'm going to try to get Patricia Bragg to call in the next time you're on, and you guys can talk.
I'd love to hear her.
Chat it up. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for listening. Autumn, thank you so much for being here.
Thank
Diamond,
you.
Lexi, Avi, thank you, everyone. I have tremendous gratitude in my heart for all of our listeners. Thank you so much. Everyone, you get one body, you get one mind, and you get one life. Get out there today and make the most of it.